Hi everyone, it's Unicornniks here, and welcome to my very first story time video. Forgive me, I am a bit nervous as I'm not really good at doing these types of things. I am an extrovert by nature, but that's face to face because I love personal touch. Doing things over video when you're trying to have a conversation, but you're basically looking and talking to yourself. Um, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, and I guess it's because of the fact that I've experienced this firsthand, and I am still currently going through this. And as I look at all of my social platforms, I'm coming across that this was something that we had in 2024, and it's now somehow creeping into 2025. So I guess this is a way of possibly healing, letting go of 2024 so I can finally start my 2025, hopefully to help inspire you to do the same. And it's more to help build a community. Now, if you do have time, please watch this video till the very end. If not, save it for later. It is something that's really important. It may not have happened to you. It could possibly have happened to someone that you know of, a loved one, a friend, a family member, and this could also help you to help them. So basically, I want to start off by saying that my 2024 was super rough, guys. It was hectically rough. And I know you must be thinking, but hey, she's actually happy, she's been looking good. And yes, in all honesty, I started off 2024 on such an amazing high. My husband and I had just bought our house, so we were privileged to go into the year being in our home as first-time homeowners. A few months later, we were privileged enough, or I was privileged enough, to have gotten my now husband to propose to me. And then in June, we had our absolutely amazing Harry Potter themed fairy tale wedding. In July, he whisked me away on a surprise honeymoon to Cape Town and basically for a week acted like tourists in our own country. It was so beautiful, so amazing, and I couldn't wait for even more blessings to come my way. And when I got back a few weeks later, I unfortunately got bitten by a spider and got to the doctor. One of the first few things that they ask you as a female is to basically do a pregnancy test if you have gone through the most and you're showing signs of nausea and vomiting. And when I had done that, I had found out I was pregnant. And at that time, my hand had swollen up so badly, so I had to be taken to hospital so that they could perform a procedure to basically open and drain all of the venom out because it had spread all the way up my arm and it looked like so bad with all the bruising and the swelling. And obviously to get the poison out of my veins as soon as possible because that could infect and go to my baby. That was also one of the main reasons why we had to go into hospital. So it was such a crazy time, but in the same breath, my husband and I were basically parents overnight, and it was a whole new ball game. It was finding out that we're bringing another life into this world, our entire lives changing completely because we were so madly in love, still are madly in love. And we just started off our marriage, and to now realize, hey, I'm going to be a parent. That's crazy. And also, everyone that knows me knows that I love sharing. I love sharing. My love language is love. And spreading it in every way that I can is something that I want to inspire others to do. As a brand ambassador for women empowerment, it's my job to make sure that if I can inspire others with all of my content, my conversations, my stories that I share, then I've done my job, and that's an amazing feeling. And now to try and be an inspiration to my little bundle of joy that we were going to be expecting. And then we hit August, and there were so many incidents that had transpired. Was having loads of health issues. We had an accident, and a truck basically hit into us. Also, thereafter, had severe headaches, and I will do story times about all of these other things that I've spoken about in this video, but just wanted to basically help reach out to the people that are currently experiencing what I am still going through. Now, like I said a few years ago, I had found out that I had a blood clot on the left side of my brain. It's called a thrombosis. And I went through treatment, and it had seemed dissolved. And when all of these things happened, I had severe headaches, had to go into hospital, had several tests done and performed, and it turned out that the blood clot actually wasn't fully dissolved, and there was a tiny opening that was pushing pressure towards an integral part of my brain. And I was assisted with that treatment, and everything was good and well. And then September happened, and now we had finally started sharing with just a few people, just to start sharing and letting our loved ones know. And my sister, God bless her, she is my best friend. I think we probably could kill each other at the best of times, but I would never ever trade her for anything in the world. And when she had found out, it was researching and sending me all of these baby stuff. She and her husband went to Thailand, and she came back with so much of gifts for the baby, and she was now set on planning the gender reveal. So we were going for a normal checkup to the gynecologist, and it so happened around that time you can also find out the gender of your baby. So we invited my sister to come along so that the gynae doesn't tell us, tells her. And for some strange reason, God works in mysterious ways, but due to the bad traffic here in Joburg, she unfortunately couldn't make it and was so scared to delay us. So she said, you know what, find out, give the receptionist my number, and yeah, we'll work it from there. So went into the gynae's room and started. My husband always films every single time we were going there. Sorry, just getting a bit choked up here. But as my husband was filming, the gynecologist starts, and then I see my baby there on the screen. And as he speaks, he starts pointing out certain things, and then he turns around and he tells my husband to stop filming. And obviously my husband got a bit of a shock, so he stopped. And then we got the unfortunate news that our little baby's heart had stopped beating for a few days, and there was nothing that we could do about it. Then, basically in a second, our entire lives just turned upside down again. And it was hard. It was really hard because we had started planning so much, doing so much, and had envisioned having our little child running in our home and making all of these beautiful memories. And I guess we both didn't know how to feel at that time. I don't remember a lot of the conversation, to be honest. Came back home and was just in silence. The next day had to be induced into labor to give birth to my baby girl. But the point of this story wasn't to go into the dramatics of what I went through, but to basically let you understand that sometimes it's a bit hard to be positive all the time. Sometimes it's a bit hard to inspire others, be a good wife, a good daughter, a good sister, a good colleague, a good friend, a good family member, because I don't know how any other woman has felt after this. Everyone's experiences are completely different, but for me, I just closed up. I wasn't on any socials for quite some time. I couldn't actually have conversations because I didn't know what to say. And what I'm trying to get to is, unfortunately, you think that you're trying healthier ways of letting go, and it's not easy. It's really not easy to let go. And I guess why I'm reaching out is because I'm very, very blessed. For those that know me know I actually have such an amazing and supportive husband. Like, honestly, he would move heaven and earth for me. He is my husband, my best friend, my BFF till the very end, my director and content producer, and absolutely everything. He's always there to have my back, and he basically puts me and my emotions and my feelings first. And unfortunately, a lot of women out there that have gone through miscarriages or some sort of loss of a child in any way don't always have the correct support structure or the best care and love shown at home or around them. And then they feel like they don't know how to basically be around other people because they don't even know how to be around their loved ones if they're not getting the proper treatment. And people are not always understanding, people are not always sensitive, people are not always mindful that every single person has a story, is going through something, has gone through something, and wants to help uplift and motivate, but you also get so scared to do so because you feel like you're getting shut down by the people that you call are your loved ones. So I guess this is my way of trying to reach out to all of you and hopefully build a community in a way. You don't have to flood this video with comments. You can send me DMs. I'm always here to assist. I'm always here to help. I'm not a professional psychologist, but I'm a really, really good listener. And I guess with the more we share with each other, the more we can learn, the more we can grow, because I'm still learning every single day. And sometimes I feel that it's really hard trying to juggle doing so many different things at once and still being able to keep a smile on your face. And a lot of people did advise me that, you should go and speak about it, go and see a therapist or all of those types of things. And I guess what I couldn't understand was the fact that I didn't even know what to speak about, how to start, where to even begin, and let alone to share all of this with another individual person. And I couldn't wrap my head around it, whether it was friends or family members. I actually steered away from explaining how I was feeling. I would just go on the basics, I'm fine, blah, blah, blah. But I wouldn't actually share what I was feeling, what I was going through, because sometimes you feel too scared to share that vulnerable side of yourself, I guess. You want to be a strong, independent woman. You want to show everybody, hey, you've got this. You can be thrown so many things in this world and you can still do it. But I also realized that talking about it does help. And I guess making this video was my healing process. So instead of actually having a conversation with just one person, I am first getting myself to speak about what I went through to help myself with my healing. And also, it's a way to start conversations going with people, to help all of you say, it's okay, I don't have to keep it in. I went through this, and let me honor myself, because no matter what, even if you don't have a child right now, you're still a mother. You still had a life in you. You are still a mother. And it's okay for you to be holding yourself in that light and being like, I've made it. And I'm hoping that if there are any guys that have watched this video and know someone that has gone through this, or you may come across someone, even if it's not someone you're close with, but maybe it's a colleague, and you don't know how to handle these situations, maybe this might be a way to help you understand that it's okay to let life happen, but also to make sure that you can be there for that person in some sort of a small way, even if you don't want to actually go on into a full-on conversation with them. And yeah, I know it's also going to be a shock for a lot of people that know me, that I never shared this with before. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. It was something that was sitting heavy on my heart, and watching so many other women talking about what they went through, and I can see so many women crying out for help and for support and for anyone to listen to them. I just want to let you know that I'm here to listen. I have DMs that are flooding me. Oh, sorry, people that are flooding my DMs like crazy every single day. So I may not be able to respond to your messages all the time, but I will take time to hear your story, and hoping there's other women out there that also take the time to listen to it too. Let's share, guys. Let's spread love. Let's help elevate each other to be the best versions of ourselves. And let's go out there and just enjoy the rest of our 2025, guys. Love you all so much. Enjoy, and God bless.